All right, more breaking news coming in. This is a massive expose by Times Now. It's a big scoop. Times Now has accessed exclusive pictures of Chidambaram's properties that have been seized by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, these are pictures which really show the extent of Karti's foreign property, and that's really, of course, what is in contention. Let's go across to Nikunj for more on this. Nikunj, take us through these properties, because this is something that has been accessed in terms of pictures for the very first time on national television, and this really is believed to be the kickback that was received.
Well, Madhav, the properties have been seized by the Enforcement Directorate, and clearly it is the ED's case that these are the properties which are being treated as proceeds of crime. And because they have been attached, they have also been put in front of a Prevention of Money Laundering Adjudicating Authority. What is the first adjudication under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, an independent adjudicating authority. The authority is yet to rule on them, but the enforcement agencies believe that these are proceeds of crime. This has to obviously be finally conclusively proven in a court of law. Why we are putting these pictures out is because of the fact that there's a context to it. The context is that as of now, when the case moves on in terms of its legal adjudication, it is important for our viewers to know what the enforcement agency's claims are, and will they be able to substantiate the all claims that they have made, the seizures that they have done in a court of law. Similarly, Chidambarams have been very stoutly contesting all the claims being made by the enforcement agencies. Just as late evening yesterday, or in fact in a fight with the Twitter spat with Babul Supriyo, Karti Chidambaram just now said that all his properties and entities are completely legally in conformity with all basic laws, including the income tax laws. Now, in such a scenario, it is important for our viewers to see and know what is at stake, what is being contested, what is the contestation from both the sides. And that is why we are putting these pictures out, that this is the seizure. So Chidambaram's claim it is all within the ambit of the law. Enforcement agencies call them proceeds of crime. Legal adjudication will happen in a court of law. And the viewers can see for themselves that these are the properties that are at stake in this bitter war between the government agencies on the one side and Chidambaram's on the other side.
Right. Nikunj, also take us through where all these properties are located, from Surrey in the UK to Spain, a number of such locations. Take us through the details.
Yes, as you said, these are some properties in Western countries, some properties in Ooty, some properties in Kodaikanal. So they're spread across jurisdictions. The important point is that their jurisdiction is not only limited to India. These are not only pan-India properties. These properties are also purchased in foreign jurisdictions. I am not particularly privy, probably a tax consultant or a person who is well versed with the laws of properties purchased in European countries would be able to shed light as to how those properties can be purchased there, how their registration happens, and how the companies become tax compliant in those countries.
All right, Nikunj, stay with us. Yeah, Nikunj, stay with us. Let's go across to Meghna Dekar, who has a closer view of all of those pictures that Nikunj has accessed. Meghna, take us through those pictures.
Well, absolutely. In fact, these are the pictures that Nikunj has managed to access for us. There are about 64 crore rupees worth of property which has been attached by the Enforcement Directorate. As we keep these pictures, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what all assets and properties have been attached. This, of course, is a picture of Karti Chidambaram. This is believed to be in one of the Kodaikanal agricultural lands as well. The net worth of that property is 25 lakh rupees. It is registered in the name of one of his firms. Another one of the pictures that we are getting for you, a bungalow in Ooty, has also been attached by the ED. The valuation of that is 3.75 crore rupees. That is too registered in the name of Karti Chidambaram's firm. Then there are other pictures also which are coming in. Remember, there's a bungalow in Kotagiri which is also in Ooty.
Does it look like Ooty to her? This is UK.
As well as other properties which are coming in across. So I'm giving you a lowdown of all the properties that he has. These are the pictures which are coming in of the properties which have been attached. This is a property from UK in Somerset, to be more precise. A house, cottage as well as land has been attached. That has come to a valuation of over 8 lakh crore rupees. In fact, there's also a tennis club which has been attached, as well as land in Barcelona in Spain. All of that has been attached by the Enforcement Directorate. All of this is believed to be registered in the name of Karti Chidambaram. Chidambaram. Well, this is a quick lowdown of all the properties that have been currently attached by the Enforcement Directorate, all of them registered in the name of Karti Chidambaram.
What's very interesting is that tennis clubs in Spain, there are cottages in the UK. The extent of the foreign properties is quite visible over there, Meghna. That's what makes this very significant. The pictures that Times Now has accessed from the United Kingdom to Spain, the extent of the foreign properties is pretty huge. It's not just in India that we're talking about. We're talking about properties that are scattered across the globe.
Well, absolutely. In fact, these visuals are self-explanatory. These are foreign properties which have been attached by the ED as well. There is, of course, a property which is there in Somerset in United Kingdom. There's another property which has been attached which is located in Barcelona, and that is a tennis club. So the ED has said that these are the properties which have been bought by the games and the kickbacks which have been made by Karti Chidambaram and P. Chidambaram, because it has been registered in the name of one of the firms of Karti Chidambaram. The allegation by the ED and the CBI is that these properties were bought with ill-gotten gains as a kickback trail. This, of course, needs to be established in a court of law. That's going to be the next big challenge, because so far, remember, when it comes to the paper trail which has already been established between Karti's firm and that of INX Media has only been that of 10 lakh rupees. Repeatedly, Karti Chidambaram is saying that the paper trail so that far we have of money exchanging hands is only 10 lakh rupees. Crores of FIBB scam is not going to be carried out only for 10 lakh rupees, which is why the ED and the CBI have been saying, look at these properties. These are in offshore places as well, in Spain, across UK, of course, in several spaces
Stay with
in
us,
India
Meghna.
as well.
Let's also go across to Nikunj Garg, who has accessed these pictures, our senior editor internal security. Nikunj Garg, take us through the details, the extent, these luxurious properties, some of them that are very clearly visible in these photos with extensive woodwork that has been done inside cottages, as well as there are tennis clubs in Spain. Take us through the details of these properties, Nikunj.
Well, Madhav, the fact is that it is nobody's case that all these properties have been bought penny by penny through the ill-gotten assets. It's the case of the Enforcement Directorate that these are properties which are part of the proceeds of crime. We do not have the Chidambarams legitimately from their income, regular income that they have shown to the tax authorities of India, complied with the purchase of these properties or not. The Enforcement Directorate claims these are certainly proceeds of crime. Now, one thing is for sure, that in a country like India, when you are in public life and when you are investing so massively in assets abroad, including properties and including tennis clubs and including luxurious villas, etc., questions will be asked. Howsoever rich man you may be a bequeathed man, you may have ancestral property in India, but if you invest money in foreign assets, particularly luxurious foreign assets like we are putting out for our viewers, these are absolutely A-class luxurious assets. It's nobody's case that this is an ordinary man's residence. So questions will certainly be asked, and questions are being asked. And enforcement agencies are claiming that these are proceeds of crime, and Chidambaram stoutly contested. They continue to maintain that whatever has been done, whatever has been purchased is well within the legal disclosures made by them, both the tax authorities as well as the authorities which generally adjudicate on such matters. Question is that whether the enforcement agencies, they have attached it is fine. Through their provisional attachment orders is fine. The question is, will they be able to prove their case conclusively in a court of law? That's the real challenge. It's fine that you nail me down with the powers that have been inherently vested in a law enforcement agent, an accused person. But will you be able to get the adjudication in your favor is the real challenge. And that challenge will obviously come at a point of time when they have effected the arrest of both Karti Chidambaram as well as Mr. P. Chidambaram. And from here on, it's an uphill legal battle. But as I said, that from the point of view of propriety and from the point of view of morality in politics, questions in this country would always be raised, irrespective of the fact that howsoever rich man you may be by your parentage, where is the need for an individual in public life to invest so luxuriously in such lavish properties in multiple jurisdictions? It is not one jurisdiction. Anybody can say that I have one house abroad. But where is the need to be investing so lavishly in properties that are not even based in your country? Clearly, you are paying your tax returns in those countries. Clearly, you are paying property taxes in those countries. Clearly, you are also investing in those countries. So in such a scenario, moral and ethical questions of a politician would always be asked.
Right. Nikunj, also take us to the details of the ED's charges, or if you can call them what the ED's theory is at this point of time as far as these properties are concerned. How are they really saying that this is connected in any manner with any kind of ill-gotten gains? What exactly is the ED's case here?
They have a trail. They have a trail. They have a trail to prove. But the point is that that trail, whether the trail is a trail of an enforcement agency, or whether that it can be adjudicated in a court of law. Will the court of law accept that trail, that it's a well-established trail, and that trail actually leads to Chidambaram and no one else? So therefore, that's a job that is cut out for the Enforcement Directorate, and that's a job that is also cut out for the CBI. But to begin with, as I said, their claim is that this is proceeds of crime. Chidambaram says this is all a fabricated lie, just to put them in the dock and just to exact revenge on them. So there are, as always, there are two sides to a story. We are just putting out these pictures in the public domain for our viewers to see from their own eyes that